everyone, welcome back to another video. We are picking up where we left off in a realm reborn, and we just got back from the forest after dealing with the sylphs. So the next quest is called Shadow of Darkness. Minfilia would have you investigate the mysterious Lahabrea. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Claire. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as Lahabrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Udal to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Claire. To think that the Ascians have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain view. We must needs uncover their dark designs, that we might take measures against them. I'm relying on you, Claire. Yeah, no pressure there. You know, it's funny that she's relying on us so much when she barely even knows anything about us. I mean, I know this is kind of left up to the interpretation of the player, but really... Excuse me, lass, this might sound strange, but you ain't had a chance seeing a fellow that looks exactly like me. I'm looking for my twin brothers, see, and I heard they might have come through here. I think you mean triplets. They could be dead for all I know. At least it feels like I've been chasing ghosts for an eternity now. Greetings, Scion. I come on behalf of the students of Baldessian. You may address me as Cleve. Is there some reason you are still here? Please carry on. I am not here to see you. Well, I'm surprised you can see anything with that patch. That is incredibly rude of you. If only Master Garland were still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose, kind and generous. He taught us everything we know about engineering, though believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices if even a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. People in masks cannot be trusted? Biggs and I wear masks all the time when welding. Yes, and that's exactly why people need to be careful. Who wants to tick off somebody who welds? In recent days, I've resumed my training. Idle hands make for idle minds, and painful memories are all too quick to resurface. Why are you doing that to the ground? I mean, it would be one thing if it was dirt, but we're talking about stone? Knowest thou the importance of the broken staff within the Solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Louisoix, the man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The star wheel across the heavens, and the skies brighten once more. The saviors gather, and ignites a fiery dawn to burn away the glowering shroud. Ah, but Destiny, thou art beautiful. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk would say, good on ye mates, thanks for fighting to save Eorzea and whatnot. But I reckon most would ask what we done for them lately, if not spit in our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. Well, that's a bit ungrateful of them. There are two types of Ala Mhigans, fools who wish to fight back but know not how, and cowards who've chosen to run from their worries. The young man over yonder is a striking example of the former. Me, I'm the latter. Or couldn't you tell? Okay, so... now we can go over here. Hello? Walking ones from Udal have not seen these ones before. This one knows. Still, must walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. I don't know why. You're so cute. Look, Noraxia, I realize that this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in Udal whereby... Please just trust me and stay out of sight. Norexia and I both wear a mask. We're gonna get along famously, I just know it. I'm to meet with the antecedents soon to discuss a matter of great import. Eaba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was, yes? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. Masked man. I vaguely recall some Mamaja ranting about something like that in the middle of a skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too keenly on account of the fact that friends was trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the lands of Eorzea are grasping under the pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. Okay, so now that we talked to everyone, we can head on out. Oh, Thancred! Claire, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. Alright, if you insist. So head straight over to the Hall of Flames. So, as I was saying before, Minfilia really hasn't taken the time to actually try to get to know us. It's kind of like, welcome, and here's your first assignment, good luck. That's kind of the impression I'm getting. I get it, like I said before, it's all kind of up to the player of like how long you spend there and how much you actually interact with the Scions, but still, it just feels like she really doesn't know much about us, so she's kind of placing a lot of trust on the fact that she's trusting a complete and total stranger here. But that's just the way I see it. The Masked Man. Ah, yes, you have come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia. There has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade station at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kukurin. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated in a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may very well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than speak with a merchant named Hayabaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Alright, so that sounds like a reasonable place to start. So this quest is a little bit different from all the other ones that we've done so far in that we don't have any of the others helping us. Well, if you want to call it helping. We'll just take a Chocobo Porter straight over to Camp Drybone. And do I really want to spend 3 minutes just running on the back of a Chocobo? Not really. I'm just going to teleport straight there. Okay, so now we can just ride the rest of the way. Probably could have ridden out, like, from Udall and everything. I'm just lazy. And I'm getting a little tired of those purple leggings on my Chocobo. I'm gonna have to start thinking about changing that. My, what a gorgeous day. It's a perfect day to go down hunting for a black robe figure. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, Hayabaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure if I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Okay, Highbridge Times. He wants to help us find Lahabrea. Maybe. When the Order of Nalthaw began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would be turned into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh-endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. If things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Money won't do me any good, though, so for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? But I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Well, you don't need to be so snippy about it. Look at all that in the distance. That was from where Dalamud had fallen, so they certainly did a lot of damage around here, but it left some pretty cool looking artwork. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shitty characters lurking about. Folk have been given Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Q-Curing raids. None but the most devoted pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Why did I come here? I don't know. I'm losing it here. Okay, so we got 2 other people around here. Oh, how come I didn't notice that guy before? That's weird. On the trail of a masked man? I've heard of him, but only on hushed tones and faint whispers. Look at that view. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's all I can say, little though it is. Oh, I think I could see Udall in the distance. But yeah, that's really not too helpful. That's kind of what you expect to hear. How about you? I have heard tell of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been apparent not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Q-Curin raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So I just got back from doing a couple side quests just to get a little bit of a leg up. And so we have Ratting It Out. The Investigative Adventurer. Are you still on the trail of that masked man by any chance? I happen to remember something and would share it with you. You recall my telling you how the Q-Curin have been raiding Highbridge night without cease? Well, there is a rumor that those filthy rats have been meeting with a great hulk of a man in secret. Well, I can't say if this is the mystery fellow you seek. I reckon it's as good a lead as any other. According to the witnesses, the rendezvous takes place in the Q-Curin's lair located southeast of here. If you go there, perhaps you'll come across some kind of clue. Be careful though, the nasty buggers don't take kindly to visitors. It's actually kind of a neat-looking camp. So far, no one's really looking twice our way. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm guessing he's the great big hulking fella that they were talking about. Let's hurry and get out of here. You know, if the camp is so close by, is it really such a surprise that there are raids all the time? I mean, it's really not that hard to figure out. Oh man, I love this bridge. I love the effects here. I just like to take a moment to just admire just how good this whole world looks. So, did you end up investigating the QQ ring layer? At least you think it's a letter. You cannot decipher the writings. There's always the possibility that it could be something completely different. I find it a little bit strange that the Echo does not allow us to be able to read any language, like we can understand every language. A letter you can't make heads or tails of. This is written in Almagic. You're in luck. Just so happens I learned a spot of it back in the day, so as to expand my potential clientele. Seems the contents pertain to... Whoa! People trafficking? Gods be good, if I'm reading this right, the Kukurin are trying to strike a deal with the Amaja. They mean to catch us hapless souls at Highbridge and sell them off like sacks of popotos. To think that the different tribes of beastmen are colluding in their villainy, I must warn everyone to maintain vigilance. You have my thanks, adventurer. Had you not braved the Kukurin lair, no one here would have known what creatures were plotting until they actually began picking us off, one by one. On the other hand, I suppose this means you're no closer to finding your man. Well, unless it's an Amaja you're looking for, but probably not, huh? So the next quest is called Where There Is Smoke. Hayabaru has information that will surely lead you to Lahabrea. I finally got some honest-to-goodness information on your masked man. This time it's the real thing, I swear. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thalsry Sprite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kukurin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use the smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing here, wouldn't you say? Sure. But thank you, we really do appreciate the help. And where do we go from here? Up this way. Man, once again, it's beautiful here. So it looks like we're actually on the very edge of Gridania and Udal. So it actually looks like we're on the very edge of the 12's Wood, or the Black Shroud in Thanalan. Oh, I got too close there. Oh good, I thought I was gonna have to escape into Gridania to get away from him. red-hot piece of carbonized wood that, when placed on wet wood or leaves, will create a billowing tower of smoke that can be seen for miles. Well, that's kind of what coals do. And there he is. Doesn't look like a pack of rats to me. Well, I guess it really depends on how you look at it. That was quick. Oh well. Let's head back. It looks like it could stretch out forever. We got some information there, but not really too much to go by since we killed him before we can ask him anything. Yeah, that's kind of a bad habit of ours. I kind of see a pattern there. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Ala Mhigo, Rhalgar. The scroll! It bears a prayer to Rhalgar the Destroyer! In case you're unfamiliar, Rhalgar is the guardian deity of Ala Mhigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I wager my last kill that your assailant was Ala Mhigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at the High Bridge? Well, it's nice of you to care, I really do appreciate it, but unfortunately I gotta go. The road calls, and I am duty-bound to follow it. That's and because I probably would get bored sticking around here for too long. And yeah, why not? We'll take the shirt. On to Little Ala Mhigo. Lahabrea has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. The Ala Mhigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Ala Mhigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Udal. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Ala Mhigo. Her name is Lahabrea, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Why, thank you. He's not such a bad guy after all. Okay, so I think I'll just skip on a little bit ahead here. Okay, so we're back. So we just made it here to just outside Little Ala Mhigo. We're just trying to find ourselves a way inside. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to get dark out here. Hey! What's the deal with you guys? I don't ever try to attack you. Here we go. Alright, so this actually just looks like carved out cliffs. Really not a good place to be living, it looks like. Why yes, Lahabrea was my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundobald, the leader of the settlements. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Oh boy, in other words, he's not going to be too nice and helpful. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Was there really a point to a cutscene there? Frustrated as they are, the young ones here will give you quarrel simply for want of something to do. All it takes is a stray gaze. Watch yourself. Okay, and there. Okay, so if we didn't see that in the corner, we probably never would have known where to go from. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gilsabert, head of security here at Little Ala Mhigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend you a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? I can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Amaja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'll be all the more willing to let you know what they know. So now we have to head down south and deliver tea. I feel like a waitress now for some reason. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Okay, sweet Thanalan tea, a piping hot infusion of freshly picked young Thanalan tea leaves mixed with a rich Adgo cream and a generous spoonful of golden cactar flower honey. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? Hiding among the refugees like as not. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That does not sound good. You there, are you an Amaja? No? Then carry on. Hey, I have a drink for you. The sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 feet tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Well, you didn't have to be so rude. Shoo, shoo, don't bother me. If the Amaja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I got a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking to some Ala Mhigans. I assumed he was one of them. Finally, some real information. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Ala Mhigans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. What do you suggest? Okay, foot in the door, offer some advice. Okay, lay it on us. What should we do? So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Ala Mhigan's trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking new doll, but the Ala Mhigans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Thunderball belongs to the Ala Mhigan resistance, so the best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Oh, speak with Minfilia. Wait, we have to go all the way back there? Really? Alright, fine. I mean, do we really have to go straight back there? Couldn't we just call her up on the Link Pearl? Not have to waste our time? Why is it these load screens take up half the time here? Oh, it's torture. Oh wow, it got dark fast. Alright, here we go. Oh man, this is just awful. Just teleporting everywhere. I wonder just what the creators were thinking when they decided, no, let's not give these people an lethal right, that'll make things far too easy. You people are twisted if you ask me. But no matter. Let's move on. Good evening, Claire. I trust your investigation is faring well? Well, it could be worse. But hey, we were gone one whole day and we managed to track them all the way down to southern Thanalan, so that's something to work off of. Welcome back, Claire. How fares the investigation? I see. Given that all they've suffered, it is of little wonder the Ala Mhigan refugees have lost their faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Ala Mhigans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Ala Mhigan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Yeah, aren't you supposed to be Ala Mhigan too? I mean, that's where you were born. Meeting with the Resistance. Minfilia wants to introduce you to an Ala Mhigan member of the Scions. Your Ala Mhigan comrade is named Halibut. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Hariberta is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Yep, I thought it was him. Isn't Claire Fay, the Scion's rising star? Is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Ala Mhigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for one of our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than the help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Ala Mhigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Ala Mhigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Corymil. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Okay, we'll teleport straight over to Quarry Mill, which is, yep, in the South Shroud, so it's just a little bit of ways from where the Druthers were. You know, after all that trouble we went through in the Shroud before, it's a little bit surprising that we're heading back there so quickly. Eh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason! Hariberta sent you? Oh, that worthless whoreson! He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Hariberta was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mifrid, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Mifrid, eh? Man, look at those muscles on that guy. He looks like he can snap your head off. Killing him softly. So Mifrid needs help tending a wounded brother. I'm Mifrid, proud man of the Ala Mhigan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry melt caverns would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at this moment. I realize we scarcely know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. One of Mifrid's is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help. Truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone got banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it be Charlene, the hamlet's resident healer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Excuse me. You wish to aid the Ala Mhigans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer. I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Ala Mhigan petition has been denied. Or so it may seem. They do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. I guess that's just a polite way of saying no, go bugger off. That's how it's to be then? The bloody hero might as well kill Gladian herself! Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will! I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Okay. I get that you're angry, but we will do what we can to help, mate. Okay, helping Horn needs our help to save a wounded comrade. Okay, how do we do that? I led my mill to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. Cold-bloody bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them fast enough. Problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Guardian can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horns is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Slay antelope stags for their horns. You know, these guys have 2 horns each. And look at the size of them, they're huge! I mean, 4 horns seems a little bit extensive. Then again, these guys breed like rabbits, so there's really no point in worrying. That's 2 down, 2 to go. You know, it's funny, these guys look like a combination between antelope, zebra, and maybe lions with that lion tail or something. This world has some strange creatures. I mean, they're awesome! I would love to see some of these, like, in real life. Well, maybe not a lot of them, but some of them, yes. Okay, there's one more. Alright, that's all 4. Let's head back. Oh boy, this video is starting to get a little bit long. But once we get back to Ala Mhigo, and yeah, I think that's a good place to end it from there. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Okay, this particular specimen is almost twice as long as a normal horn. How it grew to this size in a single season is baffling. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare it. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Bhaskaran, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They say he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as how he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramut here. Godspeed. Huh, what are the odds that it's the very same man that we spoke to not long ago? And I am going in the wrong direction, aren't I? Why do I have such a terrible sense of direction? Why? Alright, let's head back. Hello, I'm back. I know you remember me. Ah, Claire! Ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me? Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Ala Mhigan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Ala Mhigan soldier and quarry mill? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a great deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Well, that was nice of him. So Mifrid should be happy about this. Onward, Mugen! Yes, I named my chocobo here Munin. And in case you're not a fan of Norse mythology, Hugin and Munin are the two crows that are seen around Odin. So like in mythology, like Hugin and Munin kind of fly off around the world every day and they come back bringing new information to Odin. And I think it's Hugin means thoughts and Munin means memory or something along those lines. So there's a history lesson for you right there. Or rather a mythology lesson for you right there. So let's go ahead and turn this in. It is well to see you return. Have you the medicine for our brother? If one is to believe Bhaskaran, this sour-smelling paste from Ala Mhigo will stop a wound from festering. Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It's been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Moving on to... He ain't heavy. Mifrid needs your help to find a missing comrade. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before. Or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Yeah, you look real worried just standing there. Ah, finally! It's about time you came asking after Gladion. I watched him leave off Quarrymail some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry about me. Just find your way safely to Little Ala Mhigo. Blast it! Had I known what he was thinking, I would have stopped this folly myself! The love Gladion bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the woods in his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the woods for Gladion. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Well, if he's as injured as you say he is, I doubt he made it far. Oh, that was easy. Watch out! A goblin! Where did a goblin come from? Not what I was expecting. Gladion! Captain? Why? You should all be on your way. What do you take us for? We're Ala Mhigans, and Ala Mhigans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it? The oath to reclaim our homeland? We'll set foot on Ala Mhigan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Now let's return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here until he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I dislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, come highly recommended. He wishes to repay our kindness. That's nice of him. Now things are relatively settled. I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven you're a true friend to my people. Ask me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Ala Mhigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Alright, so we'll go and visit Gundobald real quick, and I think that's a good place to end it there. My voice is starting to go on me. I don't know if you can hear it. Excuse me. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You did. Bet I got this letter here for you. Quickly drawn up letter addressed to one Gundobald. You spoke with Mifrid? It's been so long since I last heard from him, I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mifrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mifrid's is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. There we go! That was a quick quest, and I'm glad for that. So the next one is called The Bear in the Youngling's Care. But we will leave it there for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed our little adventure so far. I know that I am. So until next time, everyone, take care.